Hey friends, welcome back to a new video. Today I thought I'd take you along on decluttering my documents. I know that for me, decluttering my documents is something I don't do that often, maybe once a year maximum, and that's enough for me, but it definitely should be something that you go through regularly. I know for me personally, these are a little bit of a pain to declutter, and I kind of keep pushing that, and I refuse to do this and procrastinate on it just because these documents, or documents in general, just tend to remind me of the more bureaucratic side of life, taxes and bills and the not so fun part, in my opinion. But also things like cards and letters fall into not necessarily documents, but into the category of paper clutter, and that can be difficult to declutter because of sentiment. But then again, I don't know if it really is necessary to keep all the cards and letters that you receive in your lifetime. These are my folders for, I guess, important documents that I think are necessary to keep. But again, the importance of documents also vary when time passes, and for some things like receipts or bank statements, you don't need to keep them forever, but again, check within, I guess, your country how long it is advised to keep receipts and bank statements and things like those. So I'm just going to start by going through things one by one. Do a declutter pile, a maybe pile, a declutter pile and a keep pile. And also with documents, it is important, at least for some documents, to be sure to black out things before you throw them away, or to shred your important documents so that, I guess, people can't steal your valuable information that you throw into the trash. So that's just something to keep in mind. Just to be safe. I found that it's also kind of like going through a little time capsule of your life in a sense. Here I found a test that I had to make from when I had COVID. Also just things, documents that you can actually throw away once you've processed it. For example, I registered for a PO box, and once I kind of scan the QR code, I'll be ready to go, and I don't need to keep the piece of paper. So sometimes it's things you just don't need, sometimes it's things you kind of can process and then throw away. Also, now looking through my files or my documents, I realized that my folder is just not completely messy, but it does need a little bit of reorganizing even once I've decluttered. A receipt for a pot that I bought now 3 years ago, so I don't need that. I have a lot of receipts here, but the question is, how long is the warranty, since I have to keep the receipts for a warranty, I think. Just put this to the side and Google it before I throw it away. A lot of documents from 4 years ago that I definitely don't need anymore. My old internship contract, I won't need that anymore. How funny, I have a picture of my eye, in a sense, from when I went to the eye doctor to get my eyes checked, but this is also already 7 years ago, so my eyes probably have changed significantly since then. My old internet contract that we're not with anymore. Just a lot of old documents. It just also clears up a lot of space in your folder. My folder was getting really full, and now looking through this, a lot of the documents I actually don't need anymore. My results for my bachelor thesis. I remember being really nervous whether I would pass or not. Yeah, I had put so much time and work into it that I didn't really care about the grade anymore. I just wanted to pass and to be done with it. Okay, so I think I got rid of pretty much half of everything in this, so much emptier. And I'm going to go through and actually make this make sense, like organization-wise, organize it. I have a few documents that need filing. I actually, going through this, found a slip of paper with which I could have gotten a refund on part of our electricity bill, but this is from already now 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I don't think you can go back that far and reclaim or get a refund that goes back that far. Really bums me out that I kind of forgot about this or didn't think about this or didn't look at this. I'm not even sure. Yeah, maybe I'll have to look into this, but yeah, see, if you're more organized and you look into your folders more frequently, maybe I wouldn't have missed it. I now went through both folders and I'm so surprised at how much paper I was able to declutter. I'm confident to say it's about half of all of the documents, which feels really good. Something I came across while going through the folders that I thought was really cute and I want to show you guys were these little notebooks, and in them I have a bunch of recipes that I came up with for Catchy Cravings, and I even made plans on writing recipe books and drew a bunch of logos for Catchy Cravings, which I thought was really cute that I did that. I don't even remember that I did that. And the other notebooks, again, so many different recipes. I even have this little list of names when I was brainstorming a name for Catchy Cravings. I also found these old business cards for when I had a online shop selling matcha, and yeah, I made myself business cards because I went to like small startup events and I wanted to be able to like give the people something or contact details. But now I have a bunch of business cards and I didn't want to throw them away. I felt like it was a shame, and Janas actually suggested that since it is like a sturdy cardboard, I could paint on them. It's actually a pretty cute size for tiny little paintings, and why not? And then they'll have a second purpose. Feels very good and productive to have now gone through. I know I usually just take the document and file it away without thinking about it too much, and sometimes it isn't really necessary to file away. I could have just thrown it away in the first place or straight away, and that is another thing. It minimizes the amount of work you have to do if you take a few seconds to do it immediately, in the sense that if you know this is not important or not worthy to keep, to just throw it away straight away. My mom always says if you do it straight away, then you don't have to do things twice, or it takes more energy. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If it motivated you to also declutter a little bit, then also give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you want to see more on minimalism, just living with less and living more intentionally, nourishing food, or just how I approach day-to-day life and my philosophy. Be sure to subscribe for more. I really appreciate you being here and spending your time with me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.